Welcome, my love light lifers. Natty T here, your vibrational coach. Today, we're talking about color yellow. Can you manifest with yellow? We're going to find out right now. Welcome to my returning subscribers. You know how much I love you. And of course, if you're here for the first time, I am so glad to have you. If you enjoy today's video, don't forget to subscribe. If you find it valuable, hit the like button so I know that it was helpful to you. And of course, if you know somebody who might benefit from this video, send it to them. So today we're talking yellow, and what we've been talking about in this series with the colors is, can you use colors to manifest? If you've watched one of the other colors, then you know the answer is, yeah, of course you can. But how you do it is what we're going to be talking about. Because the actual way to tune yourself to the frequency of a color is to either have it around you a lot, to consume it. So you may start eating lemons, maybe not, or pineapple, or something that is very much yellow. Natural foods, by the way, chips are yellow, beer's yellow, probably not going to help with that solar plex chakra, which is our yellow chakra. It's our third chakra, and it's the third last stop before manifestation. So we're going to be surrounding ourselves maybe in yellow. We're going to perhaps be wearing yellow, putting yellow stuff around us. Maybe we just put some yellow stuff around us. Maybe we change our bed sheets to yellow, or put a yellow mural on the wall. Whatever it is to get a little bit more yellow in your life, that's going to help to tune you to that frequency of the color yellow. And if you can't do all that, because that seems like a lot of effort, maybe just take 20 minutes out of your day to balance that solar plex chakra, which is halfway between the bottom of your rib cage and your belly button. Okay, and that particular chakra is represented by the color yellow, and what it does and the psychological effect that yellow has on us as human beings is the reason why you might want to tune yourself to this particular frequency, because automatically our chakras are pretty much in tune. They're that way when we're born, and they would stay that way, except we have thoughts, and these thoughts will shift our energy. And it will, when we do have thoughts and do stuff that is out of alignment with our own self, whatever area that we're doing it in, that frequency starts to be either supported or inhibited. So when we're talking about the solar plexus, we're talking about ego. This is self. This is what we're talking about here is when we're talking about gut feelings, when you get a gut feeling, that's that energy. We're talking about confidence. Have you ever known anyone who really liked the color yellow? Do you know a lot of people that hate the color yellow? I know a lot of people who dislike the color yellow with a passion. In fact, in specific, yellow cars, which is really, really interesting, because if you understand that balancing the solar plexus, which is the yellow chakra, or the psychological effect of the color yellow, is all about being balanced in the ego and actually being confident, feeling self-worth, having a good self-image, having a good relationship with true self, higher self, whatever you would like to call that non-physical version of you, soul, spirit, source, whatever you want to call it. That relationship is really, really communicated to us through that particular chakra and that color. And so when we're talking about the color yellow and somebody says, I hate the color yellow, we're talking about how rampant it is for our communities to suppress our self, true self, There's a difference between being up yourself and loving yourself. And not a lot of people are really taught that. We're only just taught to suppress that part of self that says, no, I'm better than this, that I can do this, that it doesn't matter what your experience was or is, this is my experience and I think I can have this and I think I deserve this, and but we're often taught to suppress that. And I grew up in an era where children were told to be seen and not heard. So there you go. But slowly we're starting to move on. And so if you're having issues with self-confidence, if you are even having problems with your self-worth, if you're having problems with ego, if you're getting a little bit too prideful, or if you are having those issues around intuition, not being able to recognize your intuition, or you're having gut feelings that you are ignoring for some reason and you're like, I knew this was going to happen, why did I do it anyway? It can be really helpful to start to balance this particular chakra and to tune yourself to this frequency, because this is the part of the manifestation where we run it past self. This is the part of the manifestation where the more eternal side of us says, hey, this is my feedback on what you've been thinking, because we haven't done anything. We've got the orange and the red chakra. We're going to go into that. That's going to bring us into manifestation and to ground our idea and get a 3D kind of actual manifestation. But what we're talking about here is this is the last stop before we start doing some actions. We start actually bringing this into fruition. And so this is the stop where you get to ask yourself, is what I've been doing up until now serving me? So every time you have a thought, you have an emotion. And that emotion actually comes at this point. Our emotions are all about our relationship with self. We have another set of feelings and emotions that are all about other people, what we perceive to be about other people. The difference I'll get into when we do the heart chakra. But for now, understand that your relationship between you and you is all about yellow. And being able to have that conversation with self, knowing this is not the thought for me. When something feels bad, when it starts to make you depressed, when it becomes heavy, when it's less than optimistic, when it's less than amazing, there's a gap between what your higher self or eternal self knows that you want and what this thought is allowing you to manifest. Okay, so when you're manifesting, what you're thinking needs to be the frequency of what you want. Higher self knows that frequency. It is that frequency. It is emanating that frequency. But if you don't match it, if you fall short, you'll get a negative emotion, or even an emotion that's just less than what you want to be feeling. Okay? And so this is where all of this is happening. This is your intuition. This is your gut feeling, your guide. This is your internal GPS telling you the way to all your dreams. And this is why you might want to balance that. Okay? Hope you've enjoyed today's video. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.